I'm Kal.
And I'm Stam, and this is the K.A.S.T, Kal and Stam Talks.
And I'm the voice of reason.
Right, today, what we got for them, Kal?
So we're going to be talking about self-care, self-worth and self-love. And these are three big things in our lives. And they're not just buzzwords. They basically kind of dictate how we move, what we do and how we treat others.
Importantly, how we treat ourselves.
Yeah, also how we treat ourselves. So I missed that one out, but voice of reason's got us on that one.
So today's question is, do you truly love yourself? Do you truly value yourself? Big up E, voice of reason, he give us some homework to basically look up what does self-worth mean. So I'll start. I think it's just the overall way you feel about yourself. Do you value yourself? I think I said in previous episodes, I didn't really used to think much of myself. I used to look down on myself for a long, long time. And this is something that I'm still working on, still building my self-esteem and confidence.
Okay.
And
why do you feel like you felt like that though?
you know, with a lot of work on myself, a lot of therapy, a little bit of research.
Yeah.
You know, big up my mum, because she did everything she could. But my mum was a single mum.
Yeah, same.
And my mum, hope she don't mind me saying, she was in care.
Okay.
So I realised my mum didn't get the love. She probably...
so she couldn't?
she didn't get the proper love. So in turn, probably wasn't able to... Didn't even have the capacity or know how to show me love.
Yeah.
Also, I would say coming from a Caribbean background, there's a lot of strict parenting. I know a lot of people can probably relate. Very strict parenting. And I feel like, over time... people have kind of discovered there's better ways to parent and stuff. I think
Trial and error.
Yeah, with my dad not being there, my mum had to be hard on me. She had to be the man and the woman. So I feel like she did what she could, but the balance was a little bit off. I think she was extra hard on me, maybe because I was a boy and to keep me tough, but there was a lack of love, a lack of affection. And I found out that affection directly builds the self-esteem part of yourself, the confidence. So there wasn't a lot of praise. There was more kind of like, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. And a lot of, a lot of discipline, like physical discipline if you didn't do the right thing, a lot of shouting, not much guidance, like, oh no, don't do it this way because so.
Okay.
I think all these things directly affected my self-esteem and self-worth.
Okay.
Would you say you was lacking positive reassurance?
Yeah, lacking positive reassurance. And in turn, you know what that led to me? It led to me doing? Seeking validation outside of myself through people. So if there's people I looked up to, I'd maybe, I'd feel valued if that person, rates me, or if that person congratulates me, or if in turn it leads you said this before in one of our episodes, you said you was become a people pleaser a little bit, didn't you say, or something?
I didn't know how to say no, I just wanted,
Same here, I was a people
just
pleaser.
Everyone
I didn't
to like me.
Yes,
Okay.
so...
At what cost,
self-esteem.
Okay, you know what about self-esteem? It's mad to go off topic. I remember you told me, when I started coming around again, you used to say to me that I had low. You could tell I had low self-esteem.
Did I used to say that to you?
Yeah, you told me, and you know what? It made sense because obviously, I never used to make eye contact with anyone. But just talking about that, the word. But I totally get you in regards to that. Then,
what does it mean for you? Self-esteem, like
self-esteem.
Self-worth.
Yeah, no, I wasn't happy within myself. I'll be real, and a main thing that was from comparing to other people.
Okay.
When I stopped comparing myself to other people and started looking at myself directly, I started realizing that I've achieved a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've achieved a lot of my goals at a young age, but because I was too busy looking at other people, I never had time to. So I used to think, I ain't good enough. I ain't like this one. I ain't like that one. But truth is, my path is my path. Do you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I'm happy with myself. Like I actually love myself, who I am, not because of looks or anything, just the person who I've become. Like even this podcast, even like I'm helping people out and I've been able to help myself. Now I can help other people.
Yeah.
With even the videos and that. So basically that's I'm
yeah. You know what? Just come to mind. One thing that used to knock my confidence. I had a face full of spots. If anyone that knows me, my early teens, mid-teens, maybe even I had so much spots on my face, and I didn't have any confidence in terms of girls and stuff. And even going back to primary school when people used to play kiss chase, I remember I used to get left out. No girls would
you ain't getting chased.
No, I wasn't getting chased, man. And I think, you know what? In turn, that fueled me towards my late teens into my early 20s. That fueled me in terms of trying to make a lot of money, the clothes I'd buy and things like that.
So even going back to materialism from our last episode, do you feel that you was basically buying things to make up for this low self-esteem that you had? So you felt that you weren't like that. You felt that you was, I wouldn't say ugly because ugly is not a nice word, but you wasn't that so good looking. So you thought I can basically the clothes and the money will make people look at me. They won't really look at the bad, the bad in you, but the things that people used to look down on.
Looking back now, I believed I wasn't maybe as attractive. I believed I wasn't as attractive because I didn't have the things everyone else had, like in school, like a certain type of school shoes, or at one point, I don't know, my mum would cut my hair.
I cut my hair before. I can't lie, I looked like an animal.
Man. My mum cut my hair, bless her. Yeah, she cut my hair and it weren't like everyone else's hair. Like these little things, even like your school coat or your school bag, or not to say I had the worst stuff, but
it wasn't.
I was basing it on that in my own reasoning. So when it come to obtaining materials, I don't think it was a direct thing, like overtly, I need to get this to do that. I'm just calculating, right? Maybe people don't like me as much because I don't have this or that, or know. Yeah, so I just thought it made me feel less than, and I thought getting those things would make me feel more than. So man.
Do you understand? Would you say, where would you say self-worth connects to? Like, what do you think it stems from and connects to?
As I explained at the start, for me personally, my personal journey, not much affection from my mum, not much affection or love or even encouragement or even just congratulating. That's where it probably rooted.
Affirmations.
Recognition as well.
Yeah, recognition.
Something's going unrecognized sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's where it roots in. But then along the way, I'm sensitive, or I realise I'm quite sensitive, yeah. Yeah, Kal. I realise I'm quite sensitive, so see if you're messing about with, you're having a little cussing match with your friends or whatever, someone says you're ugly. I heard that one too many times, so I started to believe that I'm ugly. Do you get what I'm saying? Along with...
Do you know what? I kind of get that, because sometimes when people say certain things to me, till this day, I overanalyze stuff. Someone might say something when they're angry, but I start thinking it's personal sometimes. So I totally get that.
Yeah, of course.
So I've just done a quick deep dive, and self-worth is closely aligned with identity.
Wow.
So understanding who you are, where you form your identity as a young age. So it leads to what you're saying. There's when you have issues within your childhood, if you do or you don't, that will obviously steer your self-esteem, your self-worth, or your beliefs of yourself. So a lot of it does stem from early
I think that's down to
identity. That's a
sometimes
good one,
we don't actually know who we are. Sometimes
even
we
to this
don't know.
Even to this day, at the big age I'm still
learning stuff about myself,
discovering and slowly unlearning certain things, and unlearning certain things, and just putting away what's false, questioning things. This is what I mean. I'm questioning a lot of stuff about me, questioning things that people have said or taught or what you've been taught, and pulling away all the falsehood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because there's false things that you believe about yourself.
Yeah, that's
you
what the
know?
mind does.
Like, again, ugly. But who told me I'm ugly? Who actually told me that?
Yeah, but it's just an opinion.
But it
So
was a truth for me at one point. So
Yeah.
now I know, but I know I'm
Okay.
not. You get what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
yeah.
Self-worth.
Mm.
Do you think people confuse self-worth with their net worth?
Self-worth with their net worth.
Yeah.
You answer it first, Carl, if you like.
Yeah, I do think that people do confuse it because it's two totally different things I'm thinking about, because self-worth is you. Do you know what I'm saying? So basically, net worth is how much someone is worth, I'm guessing, isn't it? But whatever they do.
Yeah.
So you could do something that totally you don't like. For example, you might be a singer or an actor. That's not you as a person, is it? Because an actor is an actor, and you as you is like you. So I think they're totally different. To be fair, I can't really think of how to explain it, but yeah, self-worth.
So ask the question again, just so I'm accurate.
Do you think people confuse self-worth with their net worth?
Oh yeah,
or achievements?
Of course. So just we say net worth. Your net worth is what you're worth in cash value, and your self-worth is attached to. Well, my self-worth was attached to that, and I said in the last season I had to lose it, I had to get it all, lose it all, to realize I'm still me with or without it. But even losing it all, that took a while. That was a process to realize I'm still me, you know. And yeah, it is attached. That's just how society is. Even just down to, you know, like you meet someone. If you meet someone new, you might be out networking, or you just meet someone. People always trying to work out how much respect to give you. They're trying to work out who you are, what you're about.
Counting someone's pockets. That's where that term "counting someone's pockets."
Yeah, the people are like just trying to, you know, who does he know? Like, what class is he in? What status is he in? So it's not even just the individual to blame. Whoever the individual, if the individual's me, Cal, or E, if we have our self-worth attached to our net worth, it's the people you encounter as well. It's how people view you. It's just how your interactions are. And if you like I said, I thought I was ugly, weren't getting girls, and then I start getting myself some money, start getting some materials, start, you know, wearing better clothes or whatever, and I'm noticing that people are embracing me a bit more. I'm getting a bit more love, you know. That's gonna reinforce that. Oh, okay, like, so now I've got these things, or now I'm doing this or that. People love me more. So this is what it's about, you know.
You don't put more value on that.
Yeah, that's what, you know. So I think self-worth and self-value, it can only come from self. You know, you are the only one that can give yourself that.
How much of our self-worth is shaped by other people's opinions, do you think?
At this stage in my life, and I'm going to keep using that phrase through this podcast. You're going to keep hearing me say at this stage in my life, because life is in stages and phases. So what answer I give now might not be the answer in 10 years, or it might not be the answer 10 years ago. So I want people to understand that. At this stage in my life, no. But think about it though. See when this pod grows and we get more recognition, we might even value it more. What do you think? Do you think we might value it more, or do you think we might be more excited about it? Because is that not attached to it?
I would say, I mean, it's validation, I guess. It's the dopamine that you get from it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I look at the followers. I look at I look at the numbers and all that. And
to be fair, I'm not actually looking at that myself.
Yeah, here and there, I'm not obsessed with it, but
You're gonna cast a glance on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, more so, I think as time goes on.
Yeah, but
I think if we stick to what the core is and what the ethos of this podcast is, then we won't stray too far away from that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So to answer at this stage in my life, not as much. Let me be honest. My self-worth probably is somewhat dictated by external or other people, in terms of, you know, if you meet someone and they show you love or they show you respect, that's gonna definitely make myself feel good about myself, you know. Do you think your self-worth is attached to other people's opinions?
Before I'd say it was, because I actually cared about other people's opinions.
Yeah.
I'll be real, like my life was probably shaped on that. Like if someone said certain things, I'd probably do them certain things. But now,
like adjust yourself according to what people are saying. Okay.
Like, but now it's like I don't really care much about people's opinions because they're opinions for a reason. If it was a fact, then it would make sense. But it's an opinion, and everyone has their own opinions.
True.
Someone might say that the sky is green. I know it's blue. So I don't really listen to what people says. I'll listen to like constructive criticism or something like that. But if they're saying, then whatever. But then thinking about it and self-worth, I did this based off of people's opinions because people said, I think you should do a podcast. Oh. So kind of, it's kind of a tricky one.
But there's nothing wrong with taking a suggestion.
Suggestion, but it's like, if they didn't say, I probably wouldn't have done it. But obviously, I saw that I was helping people, so it was good dopamine. So then I carried on and then got to this stage, if you get what I'm saying.
But that's different I think that's
taking a positive and it fueling you to get better, as opposed to taking a negative and you feeling bad about yourself. So that's a good sense. So
that's a good sense, but negative things that people say, it's opinions at the end of the day, and I feel like I've spent a lot of my life living it off of people's opinions and stuff like that, and nothing good has ever come from it.
You know what they say, Carl? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So, like people don't waste their time having opinions on like non-factors or. Yeah,
but some people they might not. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. That's a saying, but is it a fact?
Boy, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Like.
Yeah, I suppose, but I get what you're saying.
And you know, I want to just shout out my brethren Tommy, because Tommy told me one time I had one issue with someone saying something about me, and I called up Tommy to ask his advice, and Tommy said, "Stam, are you mad? You're living your life. You're living your best life right now. Would you care about that? Why would you care about that? I'll be honest, if you knew what everyone said about you, you'd go crazy. You'd lose your mind." And that's when I thought, wow. Because the truth is, everybody talks. Yeah, everybody gossips. Everybody's gisting. Everybody's talking about everyone. That's the God's damn honest truth. Everyone's talking about everyone. So I had to come to terms with people talk and people say whatever. It's just like you have to develop an immunity to it.
Resilience.
Yeah, resilience. Like
that's why I just ain't really bothered what people's opinions are. Yeah. If it's bad opinions. Unless I'm doing bad and they're saying an opinion, then it would make sense. But if I'm...
So then I guess we've got to kind of develop the skill to discern whether it's just gossip or it's just like constructive criticism. We got to kind of
and to differentiate.
And this is where another thing comes in. I had to learn to not be offended so easily and be able to just take a bit of criticism, take a bit of,
take it on the chin, mate.
And just process, because I used to be offended about everything, and I think that's tied to your self-worth as well. Like I was always on the defensive, and now, as I said, I'm starting to know who I am. So certain things I don't need to defend myself because I know it's not true. So
Okay. When was one time when you felt that your self-worth was at its lowest?
Good question, boy. You know what? With me, I could say a one time and explain what was going on, which I will. But I think with me, it's like an ongoing thing that I have moments.
It comes in waves.
Yeah, it comes in waves. I have moments. If I've had a stressful week or things didn't go my way, I could for a moment just kind of really get a little bit down on myself for a moment and, start seeing a glass half full, half empty rather than half full. I start instead of counting my blessings, I start counting everything that's going wrong. So, I'll answer it like that. But then another time, I suppose, when I said this on this podcast and last week's episode, when I lost it all, I went for a period where, everything was just on the decline and I hit rock bottom. can't remember what year it was, but yeah, there was a time, when I lost it all, man. I lost it all, and I felt I got deserted. But it was probably rightly so. The space I was in, you know, humans are just humans, innit? You know, you can't. There's only so much maybe friends or family or whoever's close to you at the time can. There's only so much they can help or support or even have the capacity to deal with. So, yeah, there was a time, when I first ever time hit rock bottom.
Okay.
And then, man, felt really shit about myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you? So the more importantly, that's the negative, but the positive is you're here today.
Of course,
story.
I'm here today.
You feel
like,
a lot better about yourself.
Yeah, bigger and better.
How did we come to that?
It's a process. One thing I will say, it is a process. And I have my own personal mantra. Tables can and do turn. The tables always turn. You just gotta wait your turn. I just had to just wait my turn. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
yeah.
What about yourself, man? When's the time when you hit rock bottom?
I think when I was dealing with depression more than once, I feel like I just felt like I just weren't even worth it. I just felt like, I don't know, a failure, a letdown.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing so good in life, and the funny thing about it is I was doing really well, because there was a lot of people that were saying, I want to be like you, I want to do whatever you're doing. But at the time, because it was so dark for me, so I just felt like a letdown, and like I said, I was just indulging in stuff that was even making it worse. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like I said, not drink or drugs, just like slow music and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, that was a one time, like, and obviously, and I think that was due to me just, obviously, if I don't like go to work or something, or go to the gym or something, like, for me, an idle mind is a devil's playground. Oh gosh. If nothing's going on, he's involved in, I just start thinking the crazy, start thinking about fears and start thinking about regrets and stuff that's gone wrong in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've got enough time to think about that. But like what the Voice of Reason asks you, how did you bring it back? I had a very supportive system. So like my mum, my girlfriend, family. I have a lot of like, and you know what? My mum, she's really supportive, and I didn't see it at the time. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't, but I've got a lot of support around me, and I just slowly started building back up, going therapy, being able to talk about things. But yeah, at the time, that's when I felt like my self-worth. I just didn't feel like anything. I felt like a letdown, innit? I just felt like
You probably what did you feel like not being here?
I wouldn't say not being here, but I just felt like this is
at my lowest point. I did start to feel like what's the point of being here?
Suicidal.
I'll be honest, I was suicidal. I've been not heavily, but just feeling so shit that I don't want to be here. I don't want to feel like this. So the best way to not feel like this
quickly
is
cut you. Yeah. So what did you do to get out of that? Because there might be someone that's watching right now that might be feeling like that. So hopefully you can.
Me personally, told my the mental health service helped me. So I had support via the mental health service.
Yeah.
I went to church a lot. Still go to church.
You prayed, yeah.
Yeah, praying, that helped me. Me personally, don't know about anyone else, but yeah. I remember when I was heavily suicidal.
Sorry to cut you. It's just in case.
No, it's all good. So people need to know this. I think,
Just to note, if you need urgent help for your mental health, you can contact 111.
Oh, is it 111? Oh, yeah.
It's 111. So that's
I've even 111. I did call. No, I've called the Samaritans a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, when I've really felt trapped and really, I've called the Samaritans, and then also, you know what?
Just to note as well.
Yeah.
Mental health and physical health, they're one in the same.
Yeah.
Like if you have a broken bone, for example, the first thing you think to do is call an ambulance, go to the hospital. Oh wow. Yeah. Your mental health is as important as your physical health. Okay. Yeah. That's what controls you. That's what makes you.
Just because you can't see it.
And so it's as important as your physical. So if you feel like you need help, definitely call 111.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to round off.
So that's what you did.
Yeah. So church. Positive mental engagement, just doing things.
Okay.
Gym's a big one. If you can get
Journaling's good.
Eating
as well.
healthy.
Journaling, writing things down.
Yeah, I journal.
I've never
I
really
journal,
tried that.
you
You
know?
know what? Music, obviously I do music. Getting and doing my music, it was helping. You know what? And at my lowest point, you know what? At my lowest point, that's when I started a clothing brand. I got a clothing brand called Cash Only. But I'm not even just trying to plug
because
my brand.
I'm just thinking about it because
Yeah,
it's a similar thing.
Yeah, when I started, that actual clothing brand came from me being in a bad place. You know what I mean? So when I was in that bad place, I saw something, and it inspired me, and I kind of led. I led with like an instinct, and I thought, you know what, I can make something of this, and that all came from the bad place. And me doing that, starting to sell my clothes and stuff,
Helped.
yeah, it helps. It gave me a new
you
lease
something
of
to
life, because I proper thought I was finished. And doing that gave me a new lease of life.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, so and even linking to materialism and stuff like that, unpopular opinion, but yeah, like making money does help. It doesn't, I know money can't solve everything, and some people say money can't buy happiness. I don't know if it can or can't. I think you can use money.
Temporarily.
I think you can use money to do things to make you happy, because happiness and joy are two different things. Happiness, I can eat food right now and be happy for a moment, or I don't know, I can just do something that I like, something positive, and money can enable that. So I think, yeah, man, making money helps as well. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the cure, but that helped as well.
Okay.
Because I think, you know what? Let me say, there's a lot of people's mental health, not all, but a lot of people's mental health is probably just tied to like financial stress. Some people, it's just tied, like, if they could just sort their finances out, it would alleviate a lot of stress and leave more space for some joy. So yeah.
Okay.
Before we move on to self-care, there's a couple more questions that I feel like are important to include.
Yeah.
Do you think culture and upbringing set the tone for our self-worth? Do you feel that's an important question to speak on?
Yeah.
Is self-worth something we're born with or something we build? They're the two questions I want to touch on.
Alright, so do I think culture and upbringing are tied to self-worth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because upbringing, for one, is like you get your values from your upbringing, from your parents raising you, your peers, your friends, going to school, what you see on TV. Sorry?
Your influences, your role models.
Influences, role models. So that's where maybe what you put value on, you know. Mm-hmm. Some people have grown up in nice, warm, loving families, so they value family. I didn't really grow up in no family, so I'm not really family orientated. Love my mum to bits, you know what I mean? But I've got brothers, I'm not as close as I would like to be with them. You know, I've got cousins. Some cousins I'm close with, but I'm not really family orientated like that, you know? But that's just an example.
Do you think culture and upbringing set the tone for our self-worth?
Yeah, I do feel like that, because obviously, like Stam said, it's the values and how you're brought up, I feel like. Yeah, but you know what, self-worth for me is, I don't know, man. I understand it, but I don't.
Kal, one sec. Sorry to cut you. We talk about culture a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
And obviously we're all from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Ancestrally.
Yeah.
But we're all British born.
Mm-hmm.
So we all may have developed from the same culture from a British standpoint.
Yeah.
Depending on our households, they may be very different.
Yeah.
But in terms of what we grew around and our understandings would have been similar to an extent.
Yeah.
So culture will be also like the British narrative as well.
Yeah, of course. 100%.
Self-worth, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really understand self-worth like that. I'll be real. Like, I get it. Like, it's who you are, innit, basically. But
it's how much you value yourself.
I feel like in regards to that, it's like how much you value yourself. Yeah, because it depends in your peer groups as well. Because obviously it depends what type of person you was, what type of character you are. I feel like some people, like for example, if you're not the best footballer out of your friends, you're gonna not feel as like your self-worth is gonna be totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, with my friends, I don't know, I might not have been the tallest person. Do you know what I'm saying? So I might feel a bit different in that situation there. So yeah, I think it can shape. Like it is different. To be fair, it is different, and everyone's your characteristics. Like me, I had low self-esteem and stuff like that. That may have came from just being around my friends, because I didn't play football. Like you didn't play football, so a lot of the time I get picked last.
So,
I was in goal most of the time.
So quickly, I'm gonna jump in. He just said, coming from a cultural, like a British standpoint, so like different cultures may place emphasis on, like one culture might have education as a very value. They might value education more, but then maybe coming from, I don't know, when we're coming from like a British culture, maybe like something like football.
Yeah,
or
so,
like doing well at, like you're more valued if you're good at football, or you might be more valued if you're good at certain sports or something. I'm not saying that is what the culture is, but I'm just saying that could be a comparison.
So
and
that's why I feel like mine. I wasn't a football person really. I played football because I don't know, I had to really, because my friends did, but other than that, no, I didn't. But yeah, I feel that, going back to the question again,
do you feel like culture and your upbringing shape?
Yes, I feel it does shape you. I think everything shapes you into who you are today, because being from a different area, you could have been a totally different Stam. I could have been a totally different Kal. So yeah, I think it does.
And lastly, on self-worth.
So do you think self-worth is something we're born with or something that you build?
I think it has to be built.
Yeah.
It for me, it has to be built, because you don't know everything at once, especially about yourself. It's built because also your values are passed. Some of your values are passed on to you, and then when you develop a mind of your own, you start to place your own values on things based on your experiences, and value your things you value can change over time. You can value different things about yourself. You know, once upon a time, it was maybe you were respected on how many girls you got. You know, so yeah, they say he's a gallus. He gets loads of girls. But now, it might be on like maybe you're doing a podcast now. He's not a gallus no more. He's doing a podcast, or he started a business, or
even on the same context as a gallus, there might be a family man now. So they're more valued in being a family man than having all the girls. Yeah,
they might. And these are things that we just emulate. We're given these things like, again,
programs.
Yeah, programs. Again, kiss chase. No girls was chasing me, so I thought, all right then. So I get if girls like me, that's where the value's at. So that's what I thought for the next 10, 15 years, that's what I'd be focusing on, getting girls. That's what drove me, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, man, it is definitely. And Kal, do you think,
we're born or it's built?
Yeah, do you think you're born with your self-worth, or do you think it's built over time? Like,
I think it's built over time, because see, when you're a kid, like, you're like a sponge and you're just taking in new stuff and whatever, and I feel that your environment shapes you, who you are, like, from what you're doing. So I feel that you're born with some things, like traits. You might have traits from your parents, but as you get older, you become your own person. Like, them traits, I feel like they kind of drift off and you become who you are. You form your own person. Like, growing up, I might have been a bit like my dad, a bit like my mum. Now I'm Kal. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm me. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, you I don't think you're born with it, basically.
Yeah.
Do you want to end on that with positive ways to build your self-esteem and self-worth?
Knowing your strengths, you know, knowing your strengths, your attributes. What are you good at? What gifts have you got? What skills have you? You know, they can just be small things, you know, but not everyone has them. So I think, it's important to, you know, just recognize what you're good at, what your strengths and skills are. that's one way, I think, to build.
So, Cal, what do you think on positive ways to build your self-esteem?
So yeah, like working on your strengths, like Stam said. Obviously, looking at your weaknesses, because you don't want to put your weaknesses in one dark corner. You want to kind of work on your weaknesses as well, but acknowledge that they're your weaknesses. So basically acknowledge them, and then just find out ways how to work on them to strengthen them, basically. Because if you just ignore them, they're just still going to be weaknesses. And I don't know, it'll be a good thing to work on them. For example, self-esteem. Like, for example, me, I didn't ever really make eye contact with people. I didn't, because I had low self-esteem, and still sometimes I'll be looking around the room when I'm talking to people like I'm mad. You know what I'm saying?
It's difficult.
So that's why that's one of my weaknesses. And sometimes I try to make eye contact just to try and work on it. So if I try it like at least once or twice a day, eventually it will start coming natural. So that's why I say work on your weaknesses as well as focus on your strengths, because like I said, you don't want to put them.
So that's an exercise. So basically, Kal developed an exercise where he would intentionally he recognized that one of his weaknesses was eye contact. So he intentionally said, listen, I'm going to make eye contact every day with people, whether it be for 5 seconds, 10 seconds or whatever.
Literally just try.
That is
small wins.
Instead of like, it's just 1%. That was just my thing. Like, I don't know if anyone realizes, but I find it hard because in my head I'm thinking I feel a bit creepy just staring in people's eyes. But that's respect, and I didn't even know it was not classed as respect. Because now I'm talking to you and I'm just looking up there. That's what I used to be like. So now I just like, I don't know if people realize, but that's what I try to do because I struggle with it like bad.
Yeah, proper. Just to finish on self-esteem and self-worth, there's something called the 5 C's.
Okay.
Competence, confidence, character, connection, and caring.
Okay.
So they're 5 things that you should focus on. How competent you are at something. So your pros and how good you are. Building your confidence and focusing on yourself and knowing that you can do. Character, who you are as a person. People love you for you, not necessarily the items that you have or your materials. Connections, we can all build connections. You can build connections with a stranger. So just building on those connections, knowing what ones that you value, what ones make you feel good, and caring, actually listening and caring about others and yourself, even more importantly. So I think we should move on from self-worth and self-esteem. Next topic, self-care.
Self-care.
So I'll let you start with your skincare routine, Stam.
Oh yeah, look, since I started doing a podcast, I started getting into a bit of skincare, but I didn't realize it was I didn't realize I was doing self-care. I literally thought, first few podcasts, my skin's looking I'm looking a bit rough, a little bit old. So
ashy.
Yeah, not ashy. No. I've never been ashy, but I thought, I need to
sort it out.
Sort it out. So I think, and this goes in with my therapist. We come to the conclusion that I need to pour into myself a bit more. So skincare, I didn't even realize that was self-love, but I've been doing skincare. And just intentionally just pouring into myself, whether that be eating healthier foods, going to the gym. And might I add, gym is a very big one. It encompasses confidence, it deals with the mind.
Do you know what else is good as well, talking about the diet? Gut health is good as well.
Gut health.
Apparently that's
linked to your brain,
to our brain, innit?
Okay.
I think voice of reason. Gut health. So like what is it, kefir, or them?
Kefir,
the yogurt
it's like a
thing.
yogurt.
So that's what I tried because they said it's good.
That,
I've been drinking the yogurt, but
have you noticed any difference though? Not yet.
I'm happier.
You're happier.
I'm joking, but go on, carry on then. So
self-care.
Going to the gym, you said.
Going to the gym. Getting haircuts every week. I'm intentionally getting haircuts. I got haircuts anyway, but just intentionally, And every time I leave that barber's, I just feel better about myself.
Okay.
What else?
There's loads.
I think there's more, but
there's
what about yourself, E? Because you're a very active person. You're always in the sauna, always playing paddle, always playing tennis, always in the gym.
Do you know what's mad?
It's just admirable still. It's active.
You say that, but it goes back to where your head is at. So there was a point when I was at a low. I think everybody's been there. We've all been here in this room.
Yeah.
And starting a new gym was probably one of my biggest goals.
Sick. Well done.
Yeah, but this was probably, let's say, nearly a year ago. At that point, I was able to get dressed. I was able to put on gym wear, whatever the case may be.
So it got you out of the...
Yeah, but getting through my front door to even go to the gym, I had anxiety attacks.
I'm proud of you, man.
I wasn't able to leave the house.
Proud.
And then by the time I got to the gym, eventually days or weeks after, I'll get through the door, walk in, be overwhelmed with what's going on within the room. Not really. I know how to train and everything else, but it just overwhelmed me. So I'll just walk back out the door. So it's like there was a process of even just getting in the gym.
I didn't know he was working on one of your weaknesses then.
This is deep.
It wasn't a fear as such. It was just more an uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So what is this? Social anxiety is this basically?
Yeah, I would say. I don't know if it stems from social anxiety or more just feeling comfortable, I guess, in the scenario, environments I was in. Yeah. So eventually, obviously, built up the courage or confidence to step in, get on with working out. Started with cardio, built up from there, and then now I got a different gym. Was completely like it's just all singing and dancing. It covers every base. And
that's good.
Yeah, I love it. I'm there daily, pretty much. Like I have non-negotiables with myself where attending a gym is one of the most important things and factors of my day. So that could be whether it's to relax in the spa or
we see you in the gym, man.
Cardio,
we see you.
Or to play a sport or even to socialize to an extent because I train with different people that again that was something to overcome, like just going to train by myself and then
that's
train
really
with other
good.
people. Yeah, so it's a stage, it's a process, man, and I think a lot of people go through it. You just got to take one day at a time, and just slowly build up the confidence.
Big up yourself. So you went from not even being able to come out your house to go to the gym to in there every day. So earlier I said about it was a process coming out of my dark space. For E, it was a process. I'm sure it's a process for you. So anyone going through anything, it is a process, but you got to trust the process.
Yeah, and put in the work as well.
Yeah.
Put in the work
sorry.
as well.
Non-negotiable. Just talk quickly touch on that if we've got time. You said you set non-negotiables with yourself.
Yeah, I think
that's interesting.
Just for self-care, even like yourself, you say you get a trim once a week now. Like that's a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
So like as men, I have a different type of hairstyle to both of you, but having a trim makes you feel so much better about yourself. It makes you feel fresh. Doesn't make you feel run down. So just the little things that make you feel good, focus on them. Factor them into your weekly routine or your monthly routine. Yeah. And that comes into self-love, which we'll touch on after. But definitely non-negotiable.
No, that's good. Yeah. That's admirable. My self-care.
What does self-care look like to you?
So my self-care, boy, you know me, going on the walks and seeing the sheep, as you'd say. But going on walks, man, that's a big thing to me. Just being able to smell like I don't know, just being in the woods and it's just different. It's just, nature. I'm just lost. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about nothing. I can all be talking to the trees if I want or whatever. So that's one of them. Going therapy is a big one for me because I can't lie. I ain't been therapy in 2 weeks and I can feel it. Yeah. So I booked in immediately because I have to. No, I have to. I thought like even my therapist messaged me the other day about winding down. I was like, no. I'm coming here every week still. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big one for me. And also, this is going to be a weird one. I always have to have a holiday booked.
Yeah.
That's self-care for me because if I don't have, that's something that I look forward to. Yeah. So if anything's going bad or whatever, it's like, I got that to look forward to. So it just keeps me going. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. Like, I got a holiday booked in September. It just keeps me going, innit? Like, because think about it. If I'm just going work all the time, just go and work. There's nothing to look forward. There's little things to look forward to, but I like holidays.
It's gonna be mundane.
What's that?
Mundane is like just monotonous, the same thing. Yeah,
so you know, like you got something to look forward to, like a countdown. For me, it's like kids count down to Christmas or their birthday.
Counts down to holiday.
Yeah. Even if it's a little holiday, just going to the airport, packing your stuff. You know the excitement. Got to get up early. Got to getting
drunk on the plane.
That you get what I'm saying. You just put that
packing part is stressful.
You have to put on that Jet 2 holiday music.
Mad. But wait. How long do you pack the day before?
Could
Night before.
be the morning of.
The morning of,
Hours before.
my girl, she'll pack all way before, but me, I'm all rolling them up and trying to
Just
put
quickly
stuff.
yeah.
And I'm just trying to, and then I'm using the way thing to make sure I'm in, and you
Oh,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because I try to pay at the airport.
I get there and it
Yeah.
is what it is for me.
Yeah, but yeah, no,
Wow.
holidays, therefore, it just gives me something to look forward to. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of self-care. And then, just trying to eat healthy, even though it's hard, but trying to drink water and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Good stuff.
So, question based on my story about just going to the gym and whatever else. Would you say self-care is more about comfort or discipline?
Sorry, comfort. Wow.
Discipline.
He's coming with the questions.
I think it might be discipline. Because self-care, it's discipline. It's still doing the things, because you know that's your self-care, like your skincare routine. That's discipline, doing it every day, I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do it, that's not self-care, for example. Going to the gym is discipline. It is self-care, but it's also discipline to get up and go. You're disciplined.
Firstly, can we just get a quick explanation? What is discipline? What is your lot's
discipline
interpretation of discipline? Because for a long time, discipline was a bad word for me. I just think of my mum beating me.
For me, discipline is being a man of your word. If you say you're going to do something,
setting goals and following through.
Say you're going to be at 6, then we expect you at 6.
Yeah, no, it's discipline.
It's not coming. It's not coming half hour late.
This is more self-discipline. This ain't disciplining other people.
Okay.
It's more if setting an intention. And following through with it.
Okay, and Kal,
being consistent.
So I feel that discipline. It depends what your self-care is, though. So say your self-care is bubble baths.
Yeah.
Then that's comfort, I feel like. Do you get what I'm saying? You said
But
comfort.
not missing
discipline.
it, is that not discipline?
But it's not discipline, because it's not really hard to have a bubble bath unless you find it hard to bath.
So my question is, what is discipline to you?
So it's like going to the gym.
It has to be hard, basically.
No, it doesn't. It's a challenge. It's something you might not want to do, but you know it helps you out. So like the gym, I can't lie.
Whether you feel like it or not.
Like I don't always like going to the gym, but I have to be disciplined because I know it helps me. So it helps me out in the long run, self-care. But like a bubble bath, for example, it's not hard. I just put in the bath, innit?
Let's not romanticize the bubble bath.
No, but it's just self-care, innit?
No, wait, because I'm going to land. Let me land. A bubble bath makes it sound sexy, and all romantic.
Yeah.
No. You're gonna understand what I'm gonna say in a sec. Self-care is actually taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
It's an action, and it's habits, right? Washing yourself, personal hygiene,
getting in the shower,
actually having a shower, brushing your teeth. These are the simple things. Now you laugh, but these are the simple things that if you're you're at rock bottom, or you're super depressed. Those simple things you won't even care about. Actually eating, having a healthy eating.
I suppose when you think about it like that.
So when you say bubble bath, I know you're
For comfort, for
side
me,
of it,
comfort for
a
me.
shower or a bath in general.
If you're struggling, then it's classed as discipline.
Yeah.
If you're struggling with like,
it's not comfortable. If you don't feel like you want to do something, then whatever that action is, it's uncomfortable. It's not a comfort thing.
No, I totally get it.
Even going to brush your teeth, or even going to get in the shower, or even going to have a bath.
Yeah, all right,
So you're thinking a candle lit bath.
Yeah, because obviously, do you know what? It's not. I don't need to discipline myself to bath, innit? But if someone did, then I get it. But because of me, that's a comfort, self-care, like pampering, basically. For me, going like spa for you is self-care for you when you go sauna. It's not where I can't be asked to go in the sauna today, so you go in because it's a comfort to you.
Ice bath isn't comfort,
but to some people. Yeah, true. All right, cool.
It depends on what level you look at it, but basically it's setting an intention for me anyway. That's my view.
Okay, I think and my quick answer, discipline, is the avoidance of negative consequences. So in the long run, if eating certain way is gonna make you put on too much weight, then you want to avoid that. Or in the long run, if maybe drinking too much is gonna affect you, or in the long run, not going gym is going to make you be in a state of depression. I think, discipline is just avoiding it, doing whatever you got to do to not have a negative consequence. That's the way I look at discipline. But sorry to stop the flow of things, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
Nothing to say sorry about, bro.
Yeah.
What's one affirmation or reminder you tell yourself when you're low?
You're
And
the
this-
fucking man. I look in the mirror, I look myself in the eye and say, you're the man, Stams. Look at you. You're the man. Look at him go. You know what I mean? Real talk.
One is that the old me will be proud of the new me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Basically, yeah. Because I've achieved.
Old me will be proud of the new me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a song. Listen,
Yeah.
I like that one. That one's powerful.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you. Is there a one-size-fits-all definition for self-care?
No.
Is there a one-size-fits-all definition for self-care?
No, I think we kind of covered that. Not really, because everyone.
I think there can be a one-size-fits-all, just a premise, like just you kind of just said that you just
Like essential things, sort of.
Yeah, you just said self-care is taking care of yourself. I think if you just put it like that, and whatever
that form is, for
whatever
that
that looks like for you.
Fair
But
point.
Cal said no. But
No.
each
I don't-
point
I
of
don't-
view is
I don't-
important.
I don't-
So
I
why
don't
do you think no?
so. Well, yeah. When you put it like that, but I was thinking, yeah, because everyone
Excuse
has
me.
different forms of self care. What they see as self care, like your skincare routine is your self care, it's not mine.
Yeah,
So looking at it like that, but that's just the minuscule stuff. If we're talking about as a whole, then yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
Have you ever felt guilty for prioritizing your self-care?
Yes.
Give me an example.
Guilty of self care. Yeah, just putting myself first in front of saying no to certain people because I had to prioritize. Someone might ask me to do something for them, for example, very recently, but I had therapy booked. I could have easily rescheduled therapy, but obviously I might not have been able to. I just put therapy before the other person because it helps me, and I know, like I said, if I miss therapy, I might start going on a spiral. So yeah, I felt bad, but at the end of the day, it's me at the end of the day, and I weren't being selfish. I was just putting myself first for once.
And so quickly question.
Have you ever felt guilty for prioritizing your self-care?
I think the answer to that is not for doing anything. There's never been a time where I've had to do something specific. You know, like Kal said, he had therapy booked and he had to say no to someone because it clashed with the time. I think just saying no in general, in order to not put myself in a bad mental space or put myself in a position where I'm under stress or I'm just people pleasing. So just to say no in general, I think is self-care. You're taking care of your mental health.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Agree. Can self-love cross into arrogance or ego if taken too far?
I see self-love as like loving yourself for who you are, basically, and like just accepting your flaws and that. And if you take it too far, like for example, if you love yourself, I feel like if you love yourself too much, then yeah, it could go into kind of arrogance or ego, kind of. I think personally.
Do you think that's other people's opinion though, as opposed to what it actually is to you?
I'm not too sure. Let's ask the other person. Stam, what do you
Who's
think?
the other person?
Stam,
Random man on
innit?
the
Stam, innit?
But self-love can go into, did you say, like, feel your ego or
Arrogance, ego.
arrogance? Yeah, because I think you could maybe just love how you look, but like really just get into yourself a bit.
Getting
much,
vain.
Start becoming vain. That's when self-love, goes into arrogance. Yeah, I think it can.
Yeah.
Is self-love possible without having self-worth?
No, I don't think so, because I think they all three of them, self-love, self-care, and what's the other one? Self-love, self-care,
Self-worth.
and self-worth. They all entwine with each other. So yeah, they all go hand in hand. So no, I don't think so.
I don't think you can have self-love without self-worth, because you're not gonna love something you don't value.
You don't value yourself.
Yeah.
So it's important to focus on all of those at the same time.
Yeah, like a triangle.
Mm-hmm. How do you show yourself self-love? How do you show yourself love on tough days?
How do you show self-love on tough days? Basically, you have to think about it like this. There's someone that will be happy to be you on your worst day, basically.
I think maybe just making them
Yeah.
an intention, man. myself some trainers or something.
Yeah, no, there's someone that will be happy. So you on your worst day, someone would love to be. Put it that way. So that's what keeps you going. There's always someone that wants to be you.
But how do you show yourself love?
You tell yourself that.
Show gratitude.
Yeah. You tell yourself
Practice
that.
gratitude.
Yeah. Oh, you know what though? I realised how far I've come. Where I was.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
It's a reminder. That's what you've got to remember.
Think about the problems you've overcome.
Affirmations that you set.
I think how far God has brought me.
Yeah.
And where I could be.
Can you truly love others if you don't first love yourself?
Yeah. I think you can. Some people do that. Some people show people all the love and they don't even love themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? There's some people that are just loving people and for example, there's some people that are so smiley around people and so sad within themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that one. Like I've seen it somewhere before. I can't find it or even think of it. But there's some people that will show up for others but won't show up for themselves. Basically, they'll make everyone else happy. And
I used to be like that.
yeah, so I used to make my friends happy and laugh and go home and be sad.
Before I put everyone first, deplete myself of whatever it is. If it's love, even money, I'll spend my money on other people and not leave much for myself.
Yeah.
And the next day everyone's gone living their life and I won't even get the same reciprocation and I'm just left there. So yeah.
How do we overcome these things?
Well, by first identifying it and just putting boundaries, making small changes.
Love yourself first. Put yourself first. It's not selfish. You're putting yourself first.
It is selfish, but there's nothing wrong with being selfish.
Amen.
So that was Kal and Stam Talks. Today we spoke about self-worth, self-care, self-love. Yeah, it's been an interesting one and it's been very relative to my experience. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Tell us what you think. And you know what? Tell us what was the most related thing to you.
Cal?
If there's anything I'll take away from this is just hearing, the Voice of Reason's experience or what he has gone through, and also Stam, because obviously I know them, but just learning stuff about them means a lot that I can take away from.
Alright, and I'm just going to round it up with, your value isn't up for negotiation, your care isn't selfish, and your love for yourself sets the standards for others to treat you, or how others treat you, should I say. So take some time, invest in yourself, because the best relationship you'll ever have is with the one you have with yourself.
That's powerful. And before the world tells you who you are, how much do you believe in yourself?
Okay. And that's a wrap.
Cool.